It's important to review the acapella version of From Zero separately from the album because, wow, we've heard Mike Shinoda's vocals pulled apart from the industrial rockage of Linkin Park before, but this is something else entirely. Let's jump right into it. But first, before we kind of nerd out about this album and this version of From Zero, why did they make an acapella version of the acapella intro? Haters are going to attack this album anyway as a cash grab. Keeping the intro the same but labeling it a different track, it's just, ow! It's just kind of stupid. I'm anti-interlude. I'm anti-intro and interludes and all those ludes. I'm anti-ludes. But now is the not trash part of the album, the rest. The Emptiness Machine is next. It's the first real song. And this is a song that introduces us to our Emily Armstrong. She's actually in there way before her Revolver line. She's distorted up to some kind of higher dimension, but she's there. And her voice and Mike's blending into one another's is truly a perfect introduction for the return of Linkin Park. At the end, where they say, I only wanted to be part of. There's so many layers of Emily screaming and singing on this gorgeous track, as gorgeous as she is. It's just really, really nice. Emily comes in much the same way on Heavy as the Crown, backing Mike on select passages, but this one we get gasps and grunts and imperfections and cracks in Emily's voice. All of that is purposely put in there as cutting her scream down to honor Chester Bennington's scream. It's all done artfully and on purpose. Take away the musical elements of this new Linkin Park, and you're left with no doubt that Emily is in full control of her voice. Whether it sounds good, bad, in between, she is doing it exactly how she wants to do it, exactly how Mike Shinoda is kind of just standing aback and just saying, wow, this is why we hired her. Be it cracking over the flames of hell or soaring from heaven on ballads like Over Each Other, she really goes fry on her voice in the chorus of Over Each Other, but it's done so well and so articulately that we just think she's singing, just like la 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 over each other. Mike's in the background harmonizing with her, and gosh, when she cuts out, or when he cuts out, when Mike cuts out, it's because Emily, she don't need anything backing her up but herself. Ooh, Casualty. Oh my, Casualty. Wow. This song is Frankenstein together so well in the end. Oh, Linkin Park pun. If you play Casualty out in public, people will be horrified and go running. That it would be amazing. I kind of want to go out and do that, just like roll around and just like drive by old people blasting it. Somebody do that. Do like a TikTok or a YouTube short or something. Not only is Mike sounding angrier than ever, but Emily is weeping, shrieking, crying, and doing some vocal acrobatics that I think they might just break down that barrier that they had when crafting Heavy as the Crown. I think Chester may have, not that he couldn't have pulled it off. He could have pulled off the song, but it's a challenging track. I would challenge anybody to try to go for it, and it's a tough one. And again, this version acapella, it sounds like two angry hobos screaming in the streets at the witching hour. Somebody just go bump up the windows with the radio up when the temp goes up to the mid 80s, calling men ladies. Sorry, Emily, but I've been crazy. It's the way that you can save me. It's okay, go with him. What? I'm sorry. Overflow is next, and it's kind of influenced by Eminem, right? It's got to be. Anyway, Overflow. Much like the god-awful, stupid intro. The vocals on Overflow are so altered and affected that it still sounds like there's an instrumental playing on this. I guess it's just Mike and Emily's voices reverberating, not reverberating, but reverberating through time and space and coffee. On the we're going down section, Emily shows she has a deep end to her voice, and that turns me on a little bit, you know? We're having a good time, you know? Mike is hyperventilating, albeit with the help of technology. It's very hippy-dippy, and I might like this version of Overflow better than the album version. I know Mike Shinoda talked about that song in particular, going through 1,000 iterations, and this acapella version it's just freaking weird, and I love it. Two-Faced has some of Emily's most broken and emotional moments, bookending the bouncy and fun single. She harmonizes with herself on the chorus. It features a lot of shattered notes and personality. And this one is definitely the highlight of the acapella, this kind of version of Linkin Park. When she starts ranting, and that's across the catalog, when she starts ranting like a mentally deranged vagrant at 144, the 144 mark. The arrow missed. No, it didn't miss. I can't hear myself think. This is true acapella gold. This is what you come to this album for. Is this craziness, this loony bin. Take me to the loony bin. You know, yeah, it might be lining the golden rims of Mike Shinoda's golden Honda Accord with the toilet in the back, but it's entertaining us. Are you not entertained? Are you not? Are you entertained by this video or the acapella? Don't answer that. I just saw Gladiator 2, and I was loving it until the space monkeys showed up. What happened? What happened there? The space monkeys. Just you're watching Gladiator. It's this epic, great-looking historical film, and then space monkeys come out to fight the gladiator. Just. And then 4 or 5, 6 hours into the runtime, again, in such a short span of the runtime, you get blow-up sharks thrown in the mix. Good gracious, totally ruined the entire movie with the space monkeys. Speaking of out-of-place things, what am I rambling about? Puddles? Two-Face, hey, get it? Two-Face, Joker, Batman, it all kind of makes sense to a man like me, or to a man like Arthur Fleck. Lots of vocal artifacts to find at the bookends of Two-Faced. Stained is the most straightforward delivery for both vocalists, but Emily breaks and cracks the whips of her words. There's a lot of interesting takes in the backing ones that she provides in this one. This is perhaps, other than her harshest takes in the background, I would say Stained is maybe the one you could probably skip on this thing. It's good, but you're not getting a lot of acapella gold out of this one. I gave you everything I had. I tried to find some funny abbreviations, but you guys wouldn't think they're funny. The microphone is on. I gave you everything I had. It sounds just as raw and heavy and vicious with Mike and Emily going hard on this thing. They go so hard on I gave you everything I had that guitars are irrelevant. Drums are irrelevant. What are keyboards? This is why. This is why they hired Emily Armstrong. If you are a hater of Linkin Park or this iteration of Linkin Park, this is what you need to hear to change your mind. Two-Faced, and I gave you everything I had. Like the people in the comments, they're saying, "Oh, she can't sing." Ooh. Listen to this. Listen to this album. Good Things Go is what I need. You need I gave you everything I had. I need Good Things Go because it's my favorite song on the record. Oh man. And Mike On this version, you can hear Mike is actually barking in between his raps. I thought he was doing one of those annoying "hey" things that rappers do, but he's actually barking like a dog. So that was pretty sexy. And I need this version of Good Things Go too, because despite listening 1,000 times, I still always mess up Mike's rap vocals. I try to sing along and I mess up the rap every single time. I can't keep up with his flow, and it absolutely blows my mind um, trying to keep up with him and keep up with Emily, especially when she slyly transitions from "do this on my" to "only you can save me" to my, that part where it's like, "I can't do this on my, only you can save me from my lack of self-control," and that ending that just builds and builds and builds. How did other reviewers say it was clunky? It's not clunky. It is expertly crafted. God, this song, Good Things Go, it leaves From Zero on a positive note. Sometimes bad things take the place where good things go, but sometimes they don't.